Hi, now we are going to present our group project in C Programming Technique group assignment, which is Warehouse Database. Me myself is Ahmad Zhafri by Amir Rasid, and my fellow teammate is Pua Kian Yang and Chong Zhi Sheng. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin. So there are four parts of our presentation. For the first one is the introduction, the second is the objective, and the third part is the code explanation and simulation, and last but not least is the conclusion. So we're moving on to the first part is the introduction. So basically a warehouse is a building that is mainly used to store bulk products or goods for commercial purposes. The goods are being stored in the warehouse before they are sold, used or sent out to the shops. So the warehouse become important as the large number of exporters and manufacturers use warehouses as a distribution points for developing retail outlets in a particular region or country. It is because the end cost will be reduced and enhance the production sale ratio. So a well-functioning warehouse should have a system that can easily record the detail of things or goods that are being stored in the warehouse. It is because usually there are many types and quantity of products that will be stored in the warehouse. So it will be a problem if there is no organized system to save all detail of items stored. So because of this, we decided to design a system that can use to directly save the input from the users to the database of the warehouse. With a system that can organize the warehouse database, all the processes in the warehouse can work properly and also will minimize the mistake done by the workers. This is the example of the warehouse, and the types of warehouse it is depend on the item or product that are being stored in the warehouse, and also uh, the function of the warehouse itself. Next, for the second part is the objective of our project. So basically, we have four objectives that we set in this project. So this is very important is because we need to make sure the end product of our project will be able to fulfill these four objectives. For the first objective is to manage the details of the goods in the warehouse store in an easier and effective method. And for the second objective is to easily make changes to the goods such as restock, withdraw or adding new product. And for the third one is the users can easily get access to the goods information and check the latest storage update. And last objective is the data updated from the system input will be saved automatically to the main database.
Hi everyone, I am Pua Kian Yang. I will lead you to understand the core of our project. Generally, the warehouse database program consists of a main function and two sub-functions. I will start by introducing the sub-function we use. These two functions are called item data and item list. The item data function is used to display the details, including the SKU, the name, the rank, and the quantity of each item in the warehouse. On the other hand, the item list function only displays the SKU of each item. Okay, now we move to the main function of the project. Firstly, we can see a fopen syntax appear at the beginning. This syntax will open the warehouse list text file. If the program cannot find the text file, an error message will be displayed. This part is used as variable declaration. Next, this part is used to read the data in the file and store them into the buffer variable with respective data type and put them into arrays. After read the data, the item data function is used to display all the data read. Next, an infinite loop is used to display the main menu. User can choose the action they want to do by entering the number. If user enters number 1, he will go into the restore mode. In the restore mode, the SKU list will be displayed and user can choose an item to increase the quantity. User can enter number 0 to exit this mode. After the restore action, the latest situation of the item will display again for the user to check and confirm. If the user enters number 2 at main menu, the program will go into withdrawal mode. The withdrawal mode has very similar operation logic as restore mode. User can choose an item to reduce its quantity. Mode 3 is called check store. This mode is very simple. The item data function is used to display all the information about the item in warehouse. User can use this mode to view the current situation of the warehouse. Mode 4 is called add new item. This mode allows the user to add a new item into warehouse. Firstly, user need to enter the SKU of new item. If the SKU already exists in warehouse, an error message will display. Otherwise, the user need to complete all the information of new item, including the name, the rank, and the quantity. A fprintf syntax is used to write the information of new item into file. Finally, the fifth mode of warehouse database, which is save and exit. This mode will open the warehouse list file and save all the changes to the test file. A fclose syntax will close the file and the program will end. That is all the explanation of code in our project. My teammates will continue with a simulation of this project. Thank you.
In the beginning of the program, a list of items will be printed out, and a main menu will be displayed to guide the user to switch between modes. For example, here we enter the restock mode. A list of items will be printed out, and the user has to enter a number assigned besides to the items. For example, here we enter the number 1 to select the first item. The current status will be printed out, and the current quantity is 105. For example, here we restock 50. Now it's become 200. So the users can restock the items, the others items as well. So in this case, we exit the mode first. Now we try on the withdraw mode. Still, we select the first item. See, the quantity now is 200 because from 105 we restock 50 and it becomes 200. So from 200 can withdraw 50 again. So now it becomes 105 again. To exit the mode, enter 0. To check stop, we enter number 3. A list of items will be printed out with the SKU numbers, the name of the items, rank of the items, and also the quantity of the items. This mode is used for the users to check on the latest status of all the items. Next is the add new item mode. So the user is required to enter SKU for the new item. For example, here we enter a existing SKU. An error message will be displayed as the SKU numbers should not be the same. So we enter again the SKU for a new item. To exit the mode, 0 is entered. So now we try to add a new item. SKU for a new item. So now we try on 021, 021, APU. So for the new item, we set it, for example, a laptop. Rag for it, quantity for it. So a message will be displayed if the new item is recorded. So to exit the mode, enter 0. So now we try to check if the new item is recorded. So we select boot 3 to check on the latest database. So a laptop is recorded here. Total items become 21. So now we try to save and exit. Okay. We run it again. Okay. See? The new item is recorded for the future use.
And last but not least, the final part of our presentation is the conclusion. So in conclusion, a warehouse database system is a very important system in a warehouse so that all the items will be stored properly and easily can be updated if there are any changes made. And some improvement can be done to the program by adding other features and functionality to the system so that the user can easily do their work even more properly and also to ensure the effectiveness and the accuracy of the warehouse database system. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.